What's up guys, it's Aaron again, and today we're going to talk about some questions that I'm getting in my comments section about the Sony WH-1000XM3 headphones. Now I find these questions very interesting, which is why I didn't reply to them directly in the comments section, but rather decide to do a video about these questions. And I hope that this video will be interesting for you as well. But if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button below and ringing the notifications bell, because I upload videos every single week and only by ringing the bell will you get notified by YouTube, okay? This is how it works apparently. So, first question. Akshay Gaikwad. I'm sorry, I know I'm butchering the pronunciation here, but sorry. Reacting to my WH-1000XM3 custom EQ settings video, he asks, what about the connectivity with laptops? And how do you calibrate the same features that are available when paired with smartphones? Now, he's talking about the Sony Headphones Connect app and the features and functions that you can perform with it, like EQ settings, sound optimization and stuff. Sadly, it's not possible to perform any of the settings on the app from your laptop because Sony hasn't developed a laptop version of the Sony Headphones Connect app. However, there is one setting that you can perform without the need for a smartphone or a laptop, and that is the ANC optimization setting. You know, that setting that allows you to optimize the noise cancelling to suit your ears and the atmospheric pressure around you. Now, that setting, all you have to do is just to press the ANC ambient sound mode button and hold it down till you hear this beep. Then it kicks into that calibration mode. Second question is by Brandon Butler. He says, cool video. Question: when I change the ambient sound settings between 1 to 20, it doesn't seem to change the level of ambient sound but also the quality. Like some levels are super hissy or the entering sound has different tone levels, and this was all the while I was sitting on a high-speed train in pretty quiet first class. Any idea why this happens? Okay, the one explanation that I can think of why this happens is because when you activate or when you toggle between the different levels of ambient sound pass through, what you are really doing is to make the headphones broadcast back to you, to your ears, what's happening on the outside. Now, when that occurs, depending on the ambient sound level that you've chosen, a few factors come into play. The microphone will have to pick up the sound around you and pass that audio signal on to the digital sound processor. The headphones processor will then have to decide what noise to cancel out and what noise to pass along to you. In other words, the headphones has to decide how much low frequency noise it has to cancel, which is why at various levels, various ambient sound levels, you may get a different kind of tone of sound like you have just mentioned here. I believe the hiss you're hearing is simply white noise coming from the microphone, and it just so happens that all microphones carry a certain level of white noise with it. And interesting fact, white noise in microphones shows up more in quiet places, which is why quiet first class train ride, you get to hear a little bit more of that white noise from the microphone. And it just so happens that the headphones is simply amplifying back to you whatever is picking up from the microphones. So I hope this answer is adequate. Next question, Anthony Relas. I know I'm still butchering that pronunciation. How do I stop notification sounds from coming through the headphones? When I get text messages or ring doorbell gets an alert, it gives a bell loud in the headphones. Okay, in a nutshell, he's asking whether it's possible to disable notifications from your headphones. Now it's possible with the new 4.1.1 update. That update brings with it a new option to the Sony Headphones Connect app that allows you to toggle the notifications on and off. So you can find that option at the very bottom of the Headphones Connect app. You have to scroll up all the way. I hope I answered your question, Anthony, because you seem pretty desperate for an answer, okay? Okay, last question comes from Sharp. Hi, is there someone who has updated the firmware 4.1.1? There are some comments on the internet that say that with this update, the noise cancelling works much worse. As in 2 months I will be in the USA, blah 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 blah, and if someone can comment if the ANC is still working at the same level as before the update, I would be very grateful. Okay, to be frank, I am quite aware of the complaints that people are posting on the internet, on Reddit, that with this new software update, there was a degradation of the noise cancelling ability, especially in the mid-range. So these people are claiming to hear a lot more voices come through the headphones compared to before the update. Personally, I didn't feel that there was any difference to noise cancelling. I updated the firmware as soon as it came out, and I didn't feel any difference whatsoever to the noise cancelling ability all around, including in the mid-range. So I don't know what could have happened with their headphones. Some people are saying that it's because this firmware brings Amazon Alexa to the headphones, and if you activate Amazon Alexa, then the headphones go into this persistent listening mode, always listening out for your voice commands, which also becomes sort of like an ambient pass-through mode, because apparently even with voice calls, the headphones cannot simply block out the ambient noise. It has to pass through ambient noise to you, and so that's why you hear a lot more noise. But I don't think that's the case, because according to Sony's website, you will still need to assign Amazon Alexa to the ANC Ambient button, and thus it's clearly button activated, not voice activated like the Surface headphones. So, but aside from that, I don't know why these people are saying that there's a difference, because I haven't picked it up. I haven't detected any differences. It still cancels noise pretty well, low frequency noises. It still cancels voices pretty well, and you know what? The noise cancelling is still better than even the Bose QC35. Even MKBHD, he's impressed. He's saying that the Sony WH-1000XM3 is better at noise cancelling than the Surface headphones, than the Bose QC35 Series 2, and I'm pretty damn sure that he's using the same firmware as the rest of us, 4.1.1. So it could be that what these people have brought up, I'm not saying that it didn't happen, because some of them were pretty detailed in the description of the problem, but it could be a batch issue, maybe a small minority of 1000XM3s experience this issue, because it's clear that even Sony was bewildered at what they're saying. They don't have a solution for them. But as far as I'm concerned, it's still the same great noise cancelling as when I was using it with the previous firmware. Low frequency and mid-range frequency noise cancelling, just as good. Still better than the Bose QC35. So no difference to me. And that was my take, and these were my answers. These are my answers to these questions. But if you guys have any more questions about the 1000XM3 or any other noise cancelling or Bluetooth headphones, speakers, tell me in the comment section below, because I want to keep these going. I want to make more videos addressing your questions directly to you on camera, rather than just simply replying one-to-one, because I think more people could benefit this way. So tell me in the comment section below if you have any more questions, okay? Thank you for watching this video. My name is Aaron. If you like this video, please punch that like button and share this video with your friends. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and remember to ring the bell to join my notification squad, because I upload videos every single week, and YouTube will only notify you if you have rung this bell. So ring the bell. Thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you again in the next video.